A major political figure was just assassinated in broad daylight, and the killer, well, they just vanished. This is the wild story of how it happened and how they got away. Hey, if you want to stay on top of huge stories like this the second they break, make sure you hit that subscribe button.
Right away, the official response was tough. Utah's governor, Spencer Cox, made this ironclad promise, basically vowing to the entire world they'd catch the person responsible.
Strong words for sure, but here's the reality check. More than 8 hours have passed, and the killer is still out there, which brings up the big question. How is that even possible? Okay, to really get a grip on this manhunt, or lack thereof, you first have to understand the crime itself. So let's start with Section 1, an assassination in public. The whole thing went down at Utah Valley University. We're talking right in the middle of a packed-out speaking event.
And when I say packed, I mean it. Kirk was on stage in front of a massive crowd of 3,000 people.
And in that huge crowd, with all that chaos, the assassin only needed one, a single perfect shot. And get this, the shot came from a building 200 yards away. This was not some random act. This was a calculated, professional-level hit. So who was the target of an attack this public and this precise? That brings us to our next section. Who was Charlie Kirk? Charlie Kirk was just 31 years old. You probably know him as the founder of the huge conservative group Turning Point USA. He was a really big voice in MAGA circles, and on a personal level, he was a husband and a father to 2 kids.
So, you've got a high-profile target, a very public assassination. You'd expect a textbook, flawless response from law enforcement, right? Yeah, what they got instead was pure chaos. Welcome to Section 3, a confusing manhunt.
And this is where the whole story just completely falls apart. First, the FBI comes out and says, "We got him, a subject is in custody." Then, at a press briefing, local officials totally contradict them, saying, no, the manhunt is still very much active. And then, just 90 minutes later, the FBI drops a bombshell. Their one and only subject has been released.
This was the official statement from FBI Director Kash Patel. The subject in custody has been released. Our investigation continues. I mean, just like that, in a matter of hours, their only lead was gone. Poof.
So, after all that confusion, where does this leave the entire investigation? Well, let's just say the title of our final section says it all. Killer still at large. And yup, this slide pretty much sums up the mess. The gunman's identity? No idea. The motive? Total mystery. Their current status? At large. They have completely and utterly slipped through law enforcement's fingers. So let's just recap. We have a brazen political assassination in front of thousands of people, and an investigation that completely fumbled its only lead right out of the gate. This leaves one massive, glaring question: what on earth happens next? Drop your theory in the comments below. And for all the updates on this insane story, be sure to like this explainer and subscribe. We'll see you next time.